Hey there people, Lenny Rudow here from FishTalk magazine at the Bay Bridge Boat Show, and I've got fiberglass boats to the right of me. I've got aluminum boats to the left of me. Tons of choices here, but it can be difficult to decide which is the right boat for you, aluminum or fiberglass. Let's talk about it. The first thing you've got to know, aluminum, generally speaking, is going to be somewhere between 10 and 25% less expensive foot for foot, all other things being equal, when you compare an aluminum boat to a fiberglass boat, up to about the 26-foot range. Second thing you've got to know, aluminum is lighter, so it's easier to trailer, requires less power. But the heavier fiberglass boat is much less affected by a breeze. So when you've got a windy day, that aluminum boat, it can get blown around quite a bit, whereas the fiberglass boat sits deeper in the water, has a little more bulk to it, does not tend to get blown around. The next thing you got to know is that hull underneath the waterline can be very different with a fiberglass boat as compared to aluminum. It's possible for a designer to set up this hull however they want. They can mold in all kinds of strakes, changes in the dead rise, etc. Whereas on an aluminum boat, generally speaking, it's much tougher to make complexities in that hull bottom. If you enjoy hunting as well as fishing, you're definitely going to be leaning towards aluminum because of two things. First off, often they can be had in this kind of camo pattern. Second thing, that lighter weight means it's much easier to shove them off of a marsh if you pull up to blind up, activities like that. It's just easier to move these boats around by hand. Another consideration to keep in mind is whether or not you really need a head compartment. On a fiberglass boat, I'm standing on a 21-footer right now, you can generally get a head compartment inside of the console. On most aluminum rigs, you're not going to find that. One other thing you'll notice about the fiberglass boats, they tend to be rigged with a lot more accessories. You'll find rod holders that are integrated into the boat. You'll find live wells, you'll find fish boxes. On aluminum boats, it's a little more of a dice roll. Some will have items like these, some won't. But as you can tell, looking at this War Eagle, I mean, my gosh, if this isn't enough rod holders for you, I just don't even know what to say. Another item to consider is maintenance. Now, we love a boat that looks beautiful. All boaters do. And the truth of the matter is, most of the time, fiberglass boats have a finish that, wow, it's tough to beat. But aluminum boats can also look very nice. The big difference here is an aluminum boat like this requires very little maintenance. I mean, we're talking about hose it off at the end of the day and it's good to go. Fiberglass boat, you're going to have to think about giving it thorough wash downs, giving it wax jobs, on top of all the mechanical maintenance. Believe me, there's plenty to do. So which is best for you, aluminum or fiberglass? Hey, that's a question I can't answer. I can tell you that I've had both through the years and I've loved both. Just remember the benefits and the negative attributes of each. Make your list of what's most important to you and then get out there and find the perfect boat. Don't miss another cool FishTalk video. Click below to subscribe.